Hey, we were just having a conversation because we just found out that Shams was blocked by Kendrick Perkins and has been. She's gotten released that she has not been blocked by Kendrick Perkins. So what happened? You just randomly tweeted him and decided.
I tweeted him once about Dak. It was a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something about Dak, and I had told him he didn't know what he was talking about, and I didn't know. I got blocked, and I went back to look for it. And then I was blocked, and then I think this past year I was unblocked. So thank God, whoever his PR person came back.
Him got in his feelings.
Shout out to Perk for unblocking. Shout out to Perk for unblocking. We got to hit him up and give him a big thanks for that. Listen, go follow our YouTube page, BFB Mavs, BFB DFW. Get over there, subscribe. We got some good stuff going on. We got Olympics coverage, Mavs coverage. Of course, Thursday we'll be covering the draft. Heartbroken. We won't be at Summer League this year. That has nothing to do with anybody in the room. It's just the way that their vaccination schedule has fallen for me that I cannot go this year. But that's neither here nor there. But what we are having our midst right now is Cowboys training camp, Bosh.
Yes, finally.
Oh, yes, finally.
No, I'm like, camp is here.
Camp is here. And you,
Camp
are you a Cowboys fan?
Die hard.
Die hard?
Die hard.
When are you what are you a fan of?
That's what I grew up in the house on, Blue Stars, baby.
Okay, so we got nothing but Cowboy fans here.
But I'm honest. I'm not an in denial Cowboy
Thank
fan.
you.
I
Me
ain't
too.
gonna,
Same.
When the front office ain't doing what they supposed to be doing, we know that.
Jerry doesn't make mistakes. Let's just get that out of Jerry. My guy Jerry doesn't.
When it comes to what NASCAR, that's because y'all know the building is paid off thanks to NASCAR, the rodeo, hell, damn parking for high school football playoffs.
We had WrestleMania, the All Star.
He got his grandson there playing every year. So.
Once Jerry didn't sign Jimmy Jones again, well, I ain't gonna say didn't sign him, but once he didn't let that man continue to run the Dallas Cowboys on field like the organization and like the program it was, because it was Spurs over there, it was Patriots over there in our own way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we missing about 2-3 more titles in that '90s span.
Well,
I've heard my mom. She was a Cowboys fan, and she stopped being a Cowboys fan when Jimmy Johnson left. She's unfortunately now a Saints fan, the only Saints fan in the house. And
that's tragic.
She left for greener pastures.
And the day that I became a Cowboys fan, I literally remember everything that happened at that game, and she's been upset ever since.
Well,
who was the quarterback at the time?
What's the name? The dude they had number 1.
Wait, when?
Aaron Brooks. That's who.
Oh, for the Saints.
Saints. Oh, I'm talking about.
I'm asking you, who was the Cowboys quarterback when you became a fan?
Now, see, I don't remember. I just remember Emmitt Smith breaking the record, and I turned to my dad and said, "I'm going to be a fan."
Oh,
okay.
October 27, 2002.
I was sitting on our couch.
Oh, is that the year? Is that the game he was crying?
That was the day before my daughter was born.
And okay. And he was in Arizona then, wasn't he?
No, he was here.
Okay, I know. Okay, he broke something when he was a Cardinal, and he was crying.
Yeah, his collarbone.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
That's not funny, but it's funny, man.
I'm not I respect his on the field, but I'm not a fan of him off the field. That's neither here nor there. But something I am a fan of is Jerry Jones. Did some talking yesterday. Why do you say that?
I have very strong. Not good feeling, about Jerry.
Well, come on, let's hear it, because that's my guy.
I just feel like he needs us to step back.
Well, step back from what?
Running and talking.
From the building. Stop coming in.
Go away.
Well, we can't do that because his name's
away.
on the
I get it, but go away.
Well, we can't do that. We got a lot of stuff to do.
Okay, well, can you put him back on the yacht where he made some great decisions and leave him there?
That's it. And I know we're going to get into this a little later talking about WWE, but Vince McMahon and Jerry Jones on the same parallel.
Yeah.
Y'all did y'all put certain people in place.
Right.
Whether it was Troy, Emmett and Mike, Dion, whether it was The Rock and Stone Cold. Y'all really had nothing to do with that. It was an organicness, and everything else just did its own. You're right, he does sign the checks. Just do that.
You think Dion happened by accident?
I think Dion definitely wanted a definitely bigger market at the time.
Right.
And Dion's getting his market right now.
Bill Jones not a fool, but at the same time, we haven't had a superstar bigger than Deion Sanders.
Well, Jerry Jones.
We had
Terrell Owens.
We can make our own superstars. I'm talking about organically. Have Deion Sanders, Terrell Owens
organically.
Have Terrell Owens actually ever been as popular and bigger than Deion Sanders in his
prime? Did he go into the Hall? Well, when he went Hall
I'm talking about as bigger as a superstar.
That question, no.
No, I
but
don't think.
he's like 1B when it comes to like his celebrity. And he created. Pretty much he created a whole bunch of that.
Can we question? Can we question if he's bigger than Tony Romo? Because Dion.
Definitely bigger than Tony Romo. From
I don't know. From the Cowboy standpoint.
Well, that's different. We talking about NFL. We talking about just
Okay, well, I'm
bigger
talking
overall star.
From a Cowboy standpoint. But at the end of the day,
hasn't been. I mean, you can't even name anybody bigger than Dion, right?
Yeah,
you can.
And it's for you to actually throw an underachiever such as Tony Romo on the board.
Oh man, don't do that. You're gonna have so many.
Worse.
He's underachiever.
He's an underachiever. He's one of the greatest.
You know, me and you got into it about Romo once.
Can we talk about training camp?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the main topic.
But nobody's bigger than Jerry Jones. I mean, don't get no bigger than Jerry.
Nobody. He has so much.
Yeah, he's excited about camp. He's excited to be back out there. In Oxnard, as he likes to say, out there at Oxnard. But we got on the Malik Hooker topic, and it sounds like today, Bosh, it's official.
It was official.
Malik Hooker is gonna be with the Dallas Cowboys. What am I getting with this guy? I mean,
so you got you got a first round guy. I think he was selected by the Jets at number 17.
Thought it was Colts.
Or Colts. I'm going off the top of my head right now. And then all of a sudden he suffered a rash of injuries. It's all pretty much lower body.
Oh no.
And so
another injury guy.
When it comes to a sport that involves running, lower body guys, basically your guy Gavin Dawson would call him a blue star special.
Blue star special. So younger guys who, get lower body injuries who pretty much come as cheap as like Walmart or Kmart does. So that's your guy.
But has the potential. He
Right.
has that. He has that potential. You guys know our safety class. Our safeties are just pure awful.
Well, not this year. We got some. Boss Man Fat. Isn't he good?
Boss Man Fat. I think he's a corner though, isn't he?
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about it in the backfield.
I'm saying based off last year.
Yes.
Based off
previous years.
and previous years, safeties it has not been our. But I mean, bringing him in, and then you also got DeMonte KZ also. So it's like, and you got who else? They said they were moving to. Were they moving Neal to play in some part of safety?
Well, I'm still thinking about 25 and his health because he's always been that guy, even with a chip on his shoulder. Xavier Woods. I mean, he's shown promise, but you can't show promise from the sidelines. You can't play just 7 games a year. Yeah. That doesn't get it for you. And
you got Wilson too.
Yeah,
he needs more playing time, way more playing time.
I hear Diggs is tearing it up out there in training camp. I hear he's doing a real good job.
He almost was responsible for causing Michael Gallup's injury today.
Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about that since we're there. Let's talk about that. Bosh.
No, you listen to Twitter. It's Dak's fault, But, hey.
So what we're talking about, y'all, is basically there was a play in training camp today where Michael Gallup is being guarded by Diggs going up the left sideline. There's a ball thrown by Dak
over the shoulder, outside shoulder, where we were supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
And
I thank you for saying that because there are going to be a lot of people
toward the pylon.
Yeah, there are going to be a lot of people who are going to. He's underthrowing.
Yeah, he fundamentally threw that pass.
It was. I don't know if you guys remember when Romo used to say that's exactly where Dez would want the ball exactly where Dak had threw it, and Gallup took a hold.
So Gallup didn't. He ended up not catching the ball, but there's a fence about maybe 12 feet from where the ball actually fell, and then all of a sudden now, just like you said in the break, you can't put the brakes on. And so Gallup goes right into this fence, and it's like what an outfielder would do is try to scale the fence but catch himself on the fence. Gallup kind of like somersaulted over the fence
and landed on his knees
and made one of the worst Simone Biles imitations I've ever seen. Because that vault was not kind to him.
Jesus
he felt like Ricky got shot.
It was one of those Chris Paul performances, as we've seen a lot during the postseason. Yeah,
come on.
Here's the point.
I knew you was gonna agree with that.
Yeah,
I knew you was gonna agree with that.
Lakers in 4, by the way. We'll be back. But Gallup, where were the breaks? Was the ball overthrown or did you overmove? Stop, please.
And so he fell over there by our guy Clarence Hill.
Oh God!
And then Jay Glazer was over there too. I saw him. looking like the Count from Sesame Street. And Gallup attempts to get back onto the field, but then again, I think security is like walked a long way, so he has to kind of walk it off a little bit. But
he got right back on the field right afterwards. I saw.
Good.
Thankfully, we didn't see it.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt, but it could have been bad. It could have really been bad. And
you know what else I was thinking about? Speaking of it could have been bad, we saw clips earlier from training camp. I want to say it was on Sunday, where we're getting reports now that the field conditions are kind of bad. And players are just slipping and sliding, just like they, remember on Martin when Cole fell and he's like somebody waxed the hell out of that floor.
So which episode was that?
It was one of the Halloween episodes.
Yeah.
But that was kind of scary seeing him go up 1-on-1 against Tyron Smith, and then his knee buckle, and I'm like, oh my gosh, come on. So yeah, that's my main concern.
I've seen Zeke slip a few times, but it wasn't. They say it's the planting. They got new grass or something out there right now, but I don't know. Looking at it, a lot of people say they look like they're practicing in somebody's backyard or like on the yard from the longest yard.
But that's the same field they've been on.
Same field, and I don't know if I don't know if it's because they haven't been there.
Well, did the new grass come with baby oil?
it's something, because if you can see, it's a bunch of holes on the ground, like cleats and kicked up grass. It's a bunch of dirt, and it's not good.
Oh man! So you had an idea earlier that you think it's time to do away with Oxnard.
So yeah, I just feel like you built this whole facility in Frisco. I mean, I know you go and you're there after the first preseason game. Is it the first preseason game?
I think before the first preseason game. That's when they'll have the open practice, right, Vosh? For fans to come and watch. They
do. They used to have it at AT&T back a few years ago. It started back in 2007 when they did it at Texas Stadium. Because the team was so good then. And so they kept it up because it drew a lot of fans and made a lot of money real quick. And so they do it now at at the Star, and it still draws a lot.
I've skipped work and stuff and took my brother out of school to go see some open practices. So I mean, it's cool, and I just think you got fields up there. And especially with COVID, I feel like you shouldn't have been traveling to Oxnard anyway this year. And stay home. Like, last year they were able to get, wasn't it Dak rented out the hotel, the Omni Hotel, where everybody could stay in last year? But
that's the Omni Hotel is right next to the, they have an Omni right
next
to
the facility.
The Star.
So it's like, why not do something like that again and keep everybody... I mean, we still out there. I know why Jerry goes out there. It brings in money, and of course, we're on the Hard Knocks this year. So,
well, here's the thing too. Listen, even if we were to shut down again, right? Trust me, there's one thing that'll be open in Dallas Fort Worth. That's AT&T Stadium. No matter what, everything gonna be closed. But you'll be able to go out of the house
for show money right there.
Go watch the Dallas Cowboys at AT&T Stadium.
In fact, I'm looking right now at a tweet from Dallas, Texas TV that says, regardless of whatever happens to the CDC, the president, Kamala, whatever,
roller boy, there.
Governor Wheelchair is not going to.
We're not shutting down.
That man wants everybody just to collapse. I'm convinced.
We're not shutting down again.
I don't think that everybody's saying we're headed towards another lockdown.
No,
I don't think we are, because I think people have. You still got people going to get vaccinated, but you got the anti-vaxxers. But it's still. Let me not get it wrong. This Delta variant is growing rapidly, and you got people coming back from Rolling Loud testing positive for 2. And you saw the crowds at Rolling Loud. So just imagine you got football season coming up. And crowds at those games.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm still trying to see who threw that damn shoe.
It was some cat with some Adidas. He came forward.
That Adidas.
He came forward on Instagram.
He did. I did see it. I saw it.
He was out there.
Y'all okay?
Man, don't cancel the baby too.
No, what's going to happen is that they'll probably reduce capacity. They'll start rolling back capacity.
For what? Jerry Jones is not.
Not for AT&T Stadium. That's gonna be fun. I'm talking about bars and stuff like that. They'll roll back capacity for that.
No, they won't. Not in Texas.
I think they'll start
maybe right here in this downtown, but if you go westward, it's not happening.
Yeah,
Tarrant County.
Remember the reason why he said he opened everything, because he was saying, I'm not showing that the transfer is happening like when you go to the grocery store or whatever like that. It's happening when people get in big groups. So that's where he's gonna. If he were to target, that's where he would go first. But no matter the difference, whatever the big group is, AT&T Stadium is off.
You had people there last year, so I mean, when COVID was growing and deadly, you had people at AT&T Stadium last year,
and that was because
scattered. But
he
versus
scattered.
Other franchises, we saw people. So the games was a lot of the NFL schedule. Even if you had primetime games, them games weren't watchable. Versus ours, we was gonna see people in the start.
We was gonna see them,
you know.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Like, okay, so because when we entered the game, the stadium, like 8-9 hours before kickoff or whatever, they're making us take a questionnaire. They're making us fill out this. They're making you fill out that, and then you walk in and they're masking you. That was in ancient times a year ago. So, and then like this year, they're like, hell, well, if you at least have your card, you didn't even have to mask up. And so I'm sure Jerry and them were like, to hell with, with the CDC and all the other stuff. But I do get a little fear when it comes to those who don't bleed the color red, but they bleed blue. And then they, the Western states. Mm-hmm. Let's not forget that the Super Bowl is going to be in LA. And it's going to be at SoFi. And so, if California, who are pretty much the residents
honestly,
here.
California probably had the best,
but they got the same problems too.
Yeah,
people don't wash their hands out there either.
More so, they shut a lot of concerts down.
They did.
And events that they normally have.
They were on lockdown longer than anybody I've known.
That's why everybody moved. That's why everybody started moving here.
That's why they started leaving.
Yeah, and I said I was gonna go visit, but when I looked at the dates and I was like, they're still on lockdown. I can't.
That's why Tesla moved here. Tesla moved here.
In Austin. Joe
Rogan and a whole bunch of other stuff. People move here because they said they can't make any money in LA right now because everything's locked down.
I mean, plus, let's not forget that shit is expensive as hell out there anyway. And it's been that for the last 25, 30 years. Mm-hmm. Coming to Texas has always been on people's agendas, but they couldn't do it because, moving from state to state is pretty hard. Yeah. But like, if you're trying to tell somebody a whole state to go back home and work from home and stay out the streets, that's hard, man. Yeah. I mean, we actually saw, like obstacles. We saw pushback. We saw all this stuff. So like a second time around, it's not going to happen. More lives will be lost, but more violently, I think.
I think right now you got people. I mean, you can see it now with people on airplanes and people getting mad and screaming and shouting, not wanting to put it on certain, like, it just for a minute. But I don't think it's gonna be. It's gonna be bad, just straight bad. And even so, I heard some places, some games, people at stadiums, they're gonna actually have you show your vaccination card.
Oh well, state of Texas, you're not supposed to do that.
Well, they made us whenever we.
Yeah, but that was before Abbott put the rules in place. Now you can't.
You're listening to Governor Abbott, who can't even get up and walk down the hall.
Hey.
I mean,
man.
I mean, I don't take anything he says seriously.
But he wrote the laws in place that you can't.
It's almost like he has a vendetta.
Yeah, like he put it in place where you can't ask somebody. You can't ask somebody if they're vaccinated before you let them in your building.
If you got a heartbeat, I'm going after you.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing right now?
It's crazy. You got school finna start back too. And then you got everybody wanting to put the mask mandate back. I'm not putting it back. Okay.
Yeah, he's not putting it back.
Yeah.
He's like anti-safety.
Yeah.
That's exactly why
he did us during the snowstorm. I mean, hey.
That's exactly why we have the
Don't
Texas.
Don't even start on guns either, because you can just walk right in there and get one. Now every night I watch the news, this person got shot. I keep seeing kids get shot. There was one over in Arlington by the shop I used to cut at over in Arlington. Those two boys that got shot. It was right around the corner.
Guns are too accessible, and I mean, I advocate for guns, but you got the wrong people with guns. Did you guys know there's a shooting? The funniest thing I saw is an Olympic sport with shooting, and an American person won, and everybody was like, "No wonder they won!" Like it was a sniper shooting or something.
And then look and then he's from here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. But so in training camp, I'm getting some training camp over here. Xavier Woods is in Minnesota. Playmakers win healthy 7 interceptions in 4 seasons. That's a prediction I think we got with our playmakers.
Oh, are you reading?
Yeah, I'm reading what's going on.
Is that like
why is it Minnesota?
Yeah, this is from Corey Douglas right here.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Xavier Woods.
He said he's in Minnesota. I guess he's letting us know he's in Minnesota.
Okay.
Playmaker went healthy 7 interceptions in 4 seasons. They are looking good. That's just people comment on.
Oh, so he's saying Xavier Woods got moved to Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I wouldn't even.
I forgot he went up to Minnesota.
He was an afterthought.
He was
Simply.
Yeah, because he gave us 50% here.
Exactly.
You know?
So why did we give that dude number 28 when we could have just gave him 25 and just kept it moving?
Y'all remember Jamil Showers? Somebody had said that finally a real safety guy.
Wow. Now, Vosh, I am being told that Dak is looking real good in training camp right now. There's the ankle's fine. There's nothing going on there. Nothing to be worried about. Suspicious about. Everything's going fine over there with the ankle.
Well, Paul George could have told you that.
Oh. Well, he didn't. His kind of.
His did the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
His was after a dunk.
In fact, I before the dunk.
Okay.
Um,
Olympics too, right? Or that was pre.
It was the Olympics.
Yeah,
in the Olympic trials actually. But what I'm thinking about is I wasn't really concerned with Dak's ankle. With the moment he tried to like push it back in, it's like stop. But then I was like, good. It's not a tendon. It's not a ligament. It's especially the lower ligament in the back of your foot. Right on top of your heel.
See that motion you made on camera as you were doing that.
I cried.
Oh, sorry.
Hey man, I cried. I ain't gonna lie, I cried when I saw that.
You did?
I burst into. Hey, it was so funny. Like, it wasn't funny, but my dad is screaming, "Oh no, no!" My little brother is screaming, "No!" I'm just sitting there, I'm speechless, eyes crying. And then when they showed him on the screen crying, I lost it because that I don't know, it just did something.
Probably one of the worst times that I ever got up and went to the bathroom and came back.
So we actually literally took a leak at the same time because I was at the stadium. I went to the restroom.
And came back out and I saw the Red Rifle out there taking snaps, and then they went back and showed Dak being carted off, and they showed him putting his hand. I was like, what the hell happened?
Oh, so all this happened in a bathroom break.
In a bathroom break.
In a
bathroom
I went to the restroom
Oh.
at the stadium. I don't know where he was when he went to the restroom.
I was at the house.
But I come back and everybody's like looking all crazy. And I'm like, what's going on? It's like, Dak broke his ankle. Really? He broke his ankle. So you can just tell he broke his ankle. Look. So now I turn, I go, oh yeah, he broke his ankle.
Yeah.
Where's Joe Kindle when you need him?
Yeah. Hey, you
Our
guys,
normal backup.
So piggybacking off of how good he's looking, I don't know. It's a bad. I mean, he threw a pick 6, but that boy was hauling. He was hauling down after he threw it, and I was like, oh yeah, he's good.
Well,
He's good.
I tell you somebody who I saw catch a pass today. Was very happy about a guy who I wanted here, CeeDee Lamb. Saw him moss somebody in the end zone bad.
I saw that.
And Zeke
looks. Oh my God.
Zeke might be back this year. Bosh. He's looking in shape and ready to go.
218, lowest he's been since his freshman year in college.
Says he misses the thing that he misses about his diet is the half McChicken and half McDouble that he would somehow compile together.
Do you want to tell us the name?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it.
You sure?
Yeah, I do not know the name of it.
For America, it's called the McGangbang.
McGangbang, yeah.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
You got anything you want to add to that? The McGangbang?
Besides feeling that name should be banned from every fast food restaurant around America, that's all.
Okay.
But it's like a secret.
I think that was
menu.
created by him. Matter of fact, we had his chef in here one night, Chef Hoppy.
Hoppy?
Oh, okay.
Hoppy?
Yeah, we had Chef Hoppy in
look
here
like
one
he
night.
got some good food. I want to.
Was he serving?
No, he just came. We just had him come through and talk to us about.
Hell no, he's not even cook for us. We
Oh,
gotta
man.
pay him for that.
Well, he said
Ain't nothing to talk about. Then.
Well, he
You
said
ain't
he
gonna
would.
get-
He said he would if we want him to, but I didn't. I mean,
for the right
it was
price.
it was kind of a last minute put together.
Oh,
It kind of was like, yeah, I can come through. I got free time.
he would have been cooking to the last minute. How about that? We'll put a-
Hey man,
Yeah,
you get a
wh-
free meal. Come on, man.
yeah, you can hold a mic and a spatula at the same time. Do your thing, Chef Poppy.
But yes, okay. So we're gonna be getting ready for the Hall of Fame game here in a couple of days, Vosh. And I'm understanding Dak Prescott will play.
Okay, so somebody looked at me stupid sideways
Oh, here
when
we
I
go.
told them. I said, "Hey, I think we need to see Dak in the preseason, at least maybe one series." And I almost got cussed out and lynched at a gas station.
How many games we getting this year for
4.
preseason?
Is it 4?
Well, the Cowboys are playing 4 because of whatever
Fame
reason.
game.
So you got the Hall of Fame game.
And then the other 3.
So help me out. Next year it goes into effect, or is it this year?
I think
the
it's this
3?
year, but the Cowboys just have a
Yeah,
fourth one because of the
Hall of Fame game.
Because of the Hall of Fame.
You got Texans, Jaguars, Can't think of the last one. But I know for sure those two off my head were playing in the preseason.
They ain't playing H-Town this year? Well, you said
That's
Texas.
Texas.
That's Texas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I do want to see Dak in live action, but I need a gentleman's agreement from the other side of the ball. Actually, from the other side of the field. I need, I was going to say Jason Garrett, but I need Coach Microwave to go across the field and say, hey guy, we're actually playing our guy, so I need you to play your guys. At least for one series, maybe even 3 downs.
Right.
We will run that bitch every single time, or maybe 2 runs to Pollard, and then a waggle, and then we're gonna pull him. I just need somebody to give Dak some pursuit,
Get his reps.
right? Knock him off his feet a little bit, and then we're gonna punt and I'll pull. But you can't do that against dudes that work at sack and save.
Yeah, they trying to make the roster.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're definitely.
Yeah, FedEx drivers can't be on the field right now.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, everything's looking good so far. So good. Despite Michael Gallup, no injuries. We had what's scared with Randy Gregory today too, right?
No, that was this past Saturday.
That was
That
Saturday.
was like Saturday.
Yeah, that was
Friday,
Saturday
yeah.
with the slip. Yeah.
I still see it in my head.
Yeah,
like,
it was ugly. I when I saw it, I said, "Oh, he's done." But I hear he's looking fantastic in camp. He's fall. And I hear that. But I'm also hearing our team is ball hawks right now. The secondary is going after the ball, and they said Dak threw 3 picks today in camp.
I saw one.
Oh my God, trade him now. He's not worth the contract.
Oh yeah,
that we gave
you're
him.
getting all that. Andy Dalton was better and all that other stuff.
And see, this is why the reps is what he's saying is going to make a lot of sense, whether it is just a series or not.
Yeah.
We need to see him against pros because we could just be a little, he's just getting back into the swing.
You
of
guys
things.
know they hype
But
up our defense.
I hope that translates into the season. We need secondary action.
Yeah, they hype up our defense every offseason in camp, and it has never it's never been on the field and during the season. But I'm hearing a lot of ball hawk going after the ball, safeties pursuing and turning their heads. That was one thing we never did.
Our secondary's been cursed, but the previous big no was when Earl Thomas chased Jerry down doing halftime.
That man still without a job.
I want it.
Come find me.
I want Dallas.
He's still without
Come
a
get
job.
me.
Come
Like
get me.
I don't care. Find me. I'm talking to you like NBC. Y'all see me? I'm talking to the owner of Dallas Cowboys. I want out. I want to come to the Star. Oh, okay.
I think that was a good move that they didn't pull the trigger on him.
Man, I've been
In
hearing
hindsight.
so many talks now. Richard Sherman too. People trying. I was
I
like,
think that
I don't want to.
incident
I don't
has,
think
kind
they.
of
Didn't they get
ruined
Greg
it.
Hardy instead of him?
Well, that was a little bit before that, with the Greg Hardy thing, but
It's right now. You're taking a chance with Richard, and you never know what he's going.
I couldn't. Right now, I couldn't go do it.
Nope.
You couldn't.
Nope.
I couldn't do it right now.
To know, okay. Let's think about our corners, guys.
Nope.
Let's think
Nope.
about it. You
Nope.
got
Nope.
Diggs.
Nope.
Who's our other one?
They ain't got CTE.
Nope. Yeah, because that's
They-
what that
they
screams.
not
That's
married.
exactly what that screams.
They not married.
That screams CTE all the way.
They ain't alcohol
screams
problems
CTE.
yet.
all
I'd
the
take
way.
a little CTE to
I'm
get it.
50-50
You got to bring the
about
crazy
that.
boys
We're
back,
not-
man.
We're not the Dallas Cowboys anymore. Okay, we're not going that direction. We're going in a different direction.
If Chris Richard was still here,
Nah.
I'm pretty sure
Then they
he
will be
would've-
turning their heads to find the football. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I'd be 50-50 because I definitely would love the energy and type of leadership he would lead. But then again, you got to think back to those mid 2000s. I'm sorry, those mid 10 Seattle teams. Was Richard Sherman really locking people down, or was he kind of protected
Well, he's got his
by
coach.
that
We
zone?
got his coach that was over there.
He was dropping back. I mean, he was
Yeah.
like 15 yards off the ball.
Yeah,
Type shit.
I mean, it's a scary take. I don't
Legion of
think it
Boom was
won't
everywhere.
happen. But
No.
and then people are asking how much we would have to give up to get Xavier Howard.
Nah.
I mean,
No, we're not doing that either.
but think about it. Name my other safety.
We're going young.
Name the other
So you
safety.
got-
We're going
you got-
young.
you
Did
got-
you
got
see? Did you
Diggs?
see our
You
draft?
got- well, Diggs is a corner.
Okay.
Nashawn
Wright, I don't think he's making
You got
the team.
Hooker, Kazee,
Oh, and Michael Parsons is blowing up out there too.
Yeah.
Parsons. I think he can play anything. Hopefully, Jalen can get to the quarterback. That way
And
you can
Jalen
drop people
Smith
back.
is still here.
If you can drop people back,
Why
you'll
do
be
you sound
straight.
so depressed about Jalen Smith still being here?
I'm a big let's get swiped off the field.
You think he's ran his course?
I think
That
that
could-
hype is. I don't.
Give him one more year.
Okay, I'm cool with giving it one more year under Dan Quinn. I'm really cool about giving it one more year. But if I see one swipe of him tackling somebody after gaining 15 yards.
Take it here, and I'm
Well,
gonna take
here's
it
the
out.
thing.
If Sean Lee can get more than 5 years,
here's
then Jalen Smith is he need to start it.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm ending on this, and this is what I've told them numerous times on the show. Jerry is not going to give up on him because he gives Jerry 100% every time he goes on the field. Rather, he's getting burnt, toasted.
He does. He does.
Ran over at some point. On the defensive play, you say Jalen Smith's name, and Jerry Jones loves the hell out of that.
You gonna see
he can't ask for anything better from anybody else.
You know what I was thinking? And somebody told me this morning. I don't know who it was. I'm sorry. I apologize. But he's getting the kick. That was you. I think you forwarded me the article or something like that.
I might have forwarded you something.
But he's getting a kick in the ass. And it's because of these guys behind him.
Yeah. That's what all these people were drafted for. Tank is on notice.
Yeah.
All of them on notice.
Who's Tank on notice for?
What was that boy they drafted? That big boy. Right, yeah, it was a big boy they drafted.
I hear Neville Gallimore is doing amazing right now.
I can't think of it. It begins with O. They drafted him. If EA was here, he'd know it. They drafted him, and I was like, Tank's been put on. All of them got put on notice.
I think
the moment y'all
Parsons was that it lit that fire under LVE and Jalen was like, hey, I gotta step it up in order, or I'm gone.
And that's a good move that I respected that they actually made, because I was a Devontae Smith guy, and I still am a Devontae Smith guy. And I was like, well, you know what? If your defense is going to suck, one dude can't come through and do it.
There's correct. He was saying Malik Hooker had 7 interceptions in 4 seasons.
That's fine though. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's what.
Because I mean, hell, Byron had like one. But he got paid and he's still balling out. That dude should still been here. He should still be here.
Down balls, man.
He should still be here.
Sound like some Scandriff mess.
I mean, yeah, he should still be here because who did we pay before him?
Orlando.
Yeah, Big Bang.
And then Brandon.
Then everybody went to Minnesota.
Yeah. So like,
and he had one game, and then everybody was like, "Oh, Brandon Carr."
Brandon Carr walked it off with an interception on Eli Manning one time, and then of course
Brandon
got
Carr
mossed
actually had a pretty decent season over there in was it Minnesota?
Yeah,
all of them went over there. Remember with their defensive coordinator,
Terrence
Newman kicked it off.
Yeah, they
remember
did.
it was Cincinnati. They were going over there and doing all that. He came out.
Say, man, can we go to commercials?
That man made a pass at you. Man, go to commercial.
We gotta hear this commercial.
We come back. We're gonna talk above the rim right here next on DownSouthAir.com. I just want to give a shout out to the LGBT community.
No, we gotta hear the story now. We gotta hear the story now.